Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel for another interesting review and another Ur-Weizen from Franconia, of course. This is from Rother Bräu, located in Roth, in Rhön, in Unterfranken, and finally it's time for an Ur-Weizen again. And it's been a while since I had a Weiss beer on the channel. Ur-Weizen is starting off with a beer style, of course. Ur-Weizen is a real interesting beer style. It's a Weiss beer, of course. There is about 4 different Weiss beer types, as far as I know, that I can count. At the moment, the normal Hefeweizen, we have the Dunkelweizen, we have the Kristallweizen, and we have the Ur-Weizen, which is this one, which is, I would describe it maybe as something in between a Dunkelweizen and normal Hefeweizen. Ur-Weizen is, of course, color-wise, a little bit darker comparing to a normal Hefeweizen and not as dark as a Dunkelweizen. So it's unfiltered, that's why it's called Ur-Weizen, and it's from Rother Bräu in Unterfranken, quite not very small brewery, but really interesting brewery. They have some interesting beers, so feel free to check out their website in the description box below. Label also looks really nice, in my opinion. Rother Bräu Öko Ur-Weizen. You see it right here. Very nice looking label. Here's the top cap of Rother Bräu, and the back label also, of course. It's got 5.3% alcohol content, which is very typical for an Ur-Weizen. I really like those beer styles that the Germans are calling Ur before the beer style. It's there's some difference once I've been counting them up as many as I can think of. It's Urfass, Urtyp, Urstoff, Urbräu, Urtrunk, and then of course Ur-Weizen, Urhell and Urpils. Ur is of course referring to the origin, something that the other styles is coming from. So Ur-Weizen was probably the first type of Weissbier. That's what it sounds like in the name. Anyway, that's about the beer style. I'm gonna go to it, speaking a little bit about the history of the brewery, Rother Bräu. Some history that I found on their website. In 1788, a brewery with an inn was founded in Roth, near the old mill on Stettbach. In the municipal accounts of the year 1801, one finds income from the brewery, and around year 1840 is listed in the Cataster of the real rooted trades of the Royal District Court, Melchrichstadt, Municipality of Roth, one brewery acquisition title in possession since immemorial. As early as 1852, during the visitation, the host and brewery owner Georg Link was awarded the best mark for his lager, particularly excellent in terms of quality. On August 8, 1872, Gottfried Schneider, the great-grandfather of the current owners, bought the brewery and all of the farm buildings that belonged to it, and in 1904 handed it over to his son Georg Schneider. Over the decades, the brewery has been constantly adapted to modern developments, but without giving up the traditional brewing tradition. A steam engine was purchased in 1906 and the first truck followed in 1934. Before that, the beer barrels were only transported with 4 horse-drawn carts. The beer of the Rother Bräu must have been very popular even then, because the customer base stretched far into the Thuringian and Hessian Rhön. Therefore, the drawing of the border in 1945 meant a significant cut. 80% of the customers were lost. Looking ahead, Karl Weidringer began relocating the brewery to the local border in Roth in 1965, which he completed in 1976 with the completion of the brewhouse. Today, Xaver Weidringer continues to run Rother Bräu in the 5th generation. We reacted cautiously to the changed markets. Rother Bräu has also been producing organic beer since 1981. which are enjoying a pleasant development and which represent beers from Rhön region across Germany. In order to meet the increased requirements of environmental policy, investments were made in the renewal of a bottle filler and in-house sewage treatment plant and in renovation of the brewhouse in 2007. All in all, measures that equip Rother Bräu for the future. The command of the founders and their successors was and is to give the top priority to beer quality. The owner and all employees feel closely bound to this obligation. And some more information that I found on our website about this brewery. Our philosophy shaped by the passion for enjoyment. Instead of elaborate statements, our philosophy that drives our passion is very simple. A beer has to taste good, and it should reflect the independent character of its origins and the taste preferences of the people in its homeland. This has been the basis of our beer brewing for generations up to present day. The strict, uncompromising focus on the highest quality runs like a red thread through all areas and thoughts and actions. Some say quality is not everything, but honestly, without quality, nothing is simply nothing. Everything is simply nothing. That's what we stand for in all areas, from the apprentice brewer to the personal responsibility for our family, because what counts are the people who always do their best to give other people pleasure and taste. It depends on the people. Anyone who grows up in the vast, sparsely populated areas of the Rhön, which is characterized by its rugged nature, soon learns that people are what count. The camaraderie, trust, respect of the people here in Rhön, combined with courage and creativity, have made it almost impossible to count. It goes without saying that respect for other is also includes respect for unique natural landscape of our homeland. Against this background, we see our current philosophy of brewing beer and our commitment to our homeland as well as to our customers in line with the attitude of our ancestors. There is certainly no questions that we are convinced that we are brewing not just a good but also an excellent beer. All the better we get this confirmed again and again from neutral experts in the strictest beer quality competitions, as our multiple gold medals show, as well as from connoisseurs and friends of a great tasting beer, which is of course one of the most beautiful confirmations for us and also confirms us in the future consistent continuation of our efforts. Cheers. And some about the quality of these products from Rother Bräu. Quality isn't everything, but without the best quality, everything is nothing. This is precisely why we focus on uncompromising quality. Is a fundamental requirement for our family business in all areas, starting with the raw materials and continuing through the entire careful beer production process to service for our customers and partners. It's nice when friends of good regional beer say you can taste it, because then the effort was worth it. The Rother Brew Guarantee: only the best taste brings true enjoyment. The very best quality is the all-important prerequisite for this. It all starts with the selection of raw materials from our region, which meet the highest standards in terms of purity, health and brewing properties for gentle brewing. Our particularly low nitrate brewing water comes from the deep bedrock of Rhön. Its pure nature allows us to use it in its original purity without any chemical processing or treatment. We brew within passionate devotion to our good old craft traditions and with special consideration of the brewing art that has been handed down our families for generations, surrounded by one of the most beautiful landscapes, the Rhön Biosphere Reserve. We are aware of the responsibility for an environmental that is worth living in and are committed to actively protecting our beautiful nature for future generations. As a local family-run private brewery, we are a good name. We personally stand for the best possible quality and the freshness of our beers as a prerequisite for unique enjoyment. Your family's Weidringer. And some more information. We are very proud of our employees. Each and every one of us ensures the highest quality of our beers will continue to have top priority in their area. At the moment, we employ 35 people in the areas of brewing, shipping, and administration. From time to time, we want to take individual employees here who may be celebrating an anniversary or who have an even successful completed further training. That's about this brewery Rother Bräu, and about this specific beer, the Rother Bräu Ur-Weizen. It's possible to read the following on this brewery's website. Our organic wheat beer was also one of the first organic wheat beers and quickly won the hearts and palates of organic beer lovers. A wonderful variety of aromas characterized by tasty fine yeast floral notes characterize our naturally cloudy and unfiltered organic original wheat, which shines wonderfully amber. Gonna be really nice to try this one. I've been looking forward to it a lot, of course. As I've been showing you in my last videos, I do have some books, of course, that's also is about this brewery, since it's about all breweries in Franconia. We have this one, I can recommend it to you. You see here, Rother Bräu. It's possible to read the following in this book. Founded year 1788, Brauer Gerhard Felber. Output 30,000 hectoliters per year. Ökobier mit Bio-Siegel. Das ist seit 1989 der Exportschlager der Familienbrauerei im Naturpark Rhön. Gegründet wurde das Unternehmen schon 1788 und 1872 gelangte es in den Besitz der heutigen Inhaberfamilie. Die Nachfahren beschafften 1806 eine Dampfmaschine und 1934 den ersten Lastkraftwagen. Man war also der Zeit in dem kleinen Ort immer ein bisschen voraus, wie auch in der heutigen Zeit mit dem Ökobier. Die Lage am nördlichen Zipfel Unterfrankens bescherte 1945 allerdings einen jähen Umsatzbruch, denn 80% der Kunden lagen auf einmal jenseits der Zonengrenze. Seit 1990 trägt der süffische Gerstensaft nun aktiv zur Wiedervereinigung bei. Dabei genießt der Schutz der Natur einen besonderen Stellenwert. Als einen der ersten Brauereien überhaupt braut Rother Bräu hier schon 2 Jahrzehnten ein kleines Sortiment ökologischer Bierspezialitäten. Dieser einzigartige Genuss mit dem unverwechselnden Geschmack und der ursprünglichen Reinheit verführt viele Bierliebhaber weit über die Grenzen der Rhön hinaus. And here's also, of course, information about beer types and history about this brewery right here. Rother Bräu. Of course, I have another book also about breweries in Franconia that I'm gonna show you, and it's this one right here. You see Rother Bräu right here, and it's also very good book. But anyway, over to the tasting part now, finally, of this one. Gonna show it to you, of course. Gebraut nach dem bayerischen Reinheitsgebot von 1516. Rother Bräu, die kleine, feine Familienbrauerei im Naturpark Rhön, Ur-Weizen, handwerklich gebraut mit Ur-Weizen und Öko-Gerstenmalz und ökologisch angenehmen Hopfen, unfiltriert, hefetrüb, so unfiltered Ur-Weizen. This alcohol content 5.3%, as I said before, unfiltriert, hefetrüb, unfiltered wheat beer, Zutaten, Wasser, Weizen und Gerstenmalz, Hopfen, Hefe. Rother Bräu in Hausen, Rhön, rotterbräu.de is a link to the brewer's website. I'll link to it in the description box below, of course, and also telephone number right here. Die Deutsche Landwirtschaft, so ecological logo right here, and there is another sign, and this shows that it's an organic beer. Here's the logo of the brewery, very, very nice looking label in my opinion. I've been looking forward to this one a lot. And since a Weissbier, I'm of course gonna show you how to pour up a Weissbier in the correct way, as I always used to do when I review a Weissbier. First of all, you need to have a Weissbier glass, of course. Rinse the glass, use only cold water, don't dry it afterwards. This is because to help the beer be poured up in the correct way, so you save water in it that has been disappearing, but anyway, that's what you're gonna do. Then you open up the beer like this, and you hold the glass in an angle like this, and let the beer poured slow, nice, gently into the glass like this, and you can start to build up a foam head like this. Then save a little bit at the very bottom of the bottle, about 1 finger perhaps at the very bottom of the bottle. This is because the wheat has been continuing to yeast in the bottle, so it's been collected at the very bottom of the bottle. To pick that up, you need to swirl the bottle, and then you swirl the bottle like this, is to pick up the well-tasting yeast that has been continuing to yeast at the very bottom of the bottle. Swirl it like this, and then you can pour up the rest like this. And then we got the right taste of the Weissbier. Just where it should be, with much foam on the Weissbier. Looking really, really nice, in my opinion. This is perfect looking Bavarian Weissbier in my opinion, isn't it, with its nice big white crown. Let's get the aroma, always real nice feeling to get the aroma of these Weissbiers. Isn't this looking beautiful, this Weissbier? Let's get the aroma, which of course is really, really fantastic. The typical cloves and banana flavors of the aromas, of course, they're coming from the typical Bavarian Hefeweizen. I would also say that it's easy to feel that it's a little bit more like an Ur-Weizen. That's also something that I maybe think I'm gonna notice on the color. That's more cloudy, a little bit more, not that pale as a Hefeweizen. But the aroma is just so fantastic of this one. I can't wait to try it. So finally it's time for the Rother Bräu Öko Ur-Weizen. Let's taste it. Prost. Of course, really, really fresh and nice. It's easy to feel that it's a high quality Ur-Weizen, I would say. We have the typical freshness from a normal Hefeweizen, but also you feel that it's an Ur-Weizen in the taste. It's hard to describe it. I'm not that good at describing tastes maybe, but it's really, really tasting amazing in my opinion, with its fruity freshness that defines the Weissbiers. And this Franconian Ur-Weizen is really, really tasting amazing in my opinion. It's a fantastic freshness of it. It doesn't make me disappointed at all. So big recommendations to this one. I had very, very high expectations of this Rother Bräu Öko Ur-Weizen, and this bottle of course is gonna fit nice into my collection also. Really old school style of the label. Very, very nice moment to try this one. So it's a big recommendation. yeah, that's it for now. That's the Rother Bräu Ur-Weizen, and I really hope that you like my reviews, that you continue to follow my channel for more interesting beer reviews. I have a lot of interesting ones that will be coming up in the future, but this was the Ur-Weizen from Rother Bräu, a big recommendation, and I'm really satisfied to have it here on the channel. Not easy to find, but finally I have it, and it's the only beer from this brewery that I'm having in the future. I'm of course gonna continue with my Franconian beers, so hope you look forward to that, and cheers, and hope I see you again in next Franconian beer review.